What's going on, guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, and today we are playing a little more Farming Simulator 2017. We are back on UMRV in single player. Of course, we are doing the Seasons mod, and we are on day 3 of the spring, and continuing to work to get a couple more fields ready for planting. In our last episode, we were working on the upper end of this field, which we titled 37B. Now we're actually in field 37. I'm getting things set up so that the slurry sprayer can go ahead and do its job. And it looks like a good spot to set everything up. Actually, I'm going to go with the diamond so I know where the placement is. Stop it right there. And we're going to save this. It's going to be field 37. Let's see. FSC, field site container placement, I believe is what we did the last time. So we've got that set, and I'll go ahead and drop it right there. I decided instead of using like some sort of like land fixture or landscape fixture or something like that as a marker, after I got to thinking about it, I thought, you know what, why not just use the last diamond before the stop sign and just use it as your reference point for where you're going to place it. So that's what I'm going to do. So just pull forward and it'll set it up that way, and it'll be good. And we'll take this truck, put it up out of the way somewhere. So a little bit of this is going to be remedial. We're going to do a little bit of the same stuff that we did in the last video, as I'm transferring operations up here to this field. And then I'm going to get in the other tractor and finish plowing and move forward from there. So anyways, welcome back to the farm, everybody. I know it's been a week since our last video. I've just been doing some stuff. I have every intentions of getting back into a regular recording schedule. Just things keep getting in the way. And somebody last night during a live stream, or the other night during the live stream, asked me, have you given up on single player? I'm like, nope. No, I haven't given up on it. Just been doing other things. Got other things going on. I talked about this a little bit this morning in the car mechanic video. Part of it has to do... Oh, I don't have to stop here. I just have to pull through, turn back into the field, and go ahead and hit stop there. We're going to save this. Build 37, and that's going to be slurry refill. And I think I did FSC as well on that one. And then we just need to get a course now so that we can actually spray. So we're in field 37 this time. And I drove around and looked at the field. There's one little obstruction in it. There's a little water hole with a little water pipe in it. And if I do 3 headlands, I should be able to miss it. So that's what we're going to do this time. We're going to start down here in the southwest on this particular field. And we're going to be headed north on our first go. And as I said, I'm going to crank this up to 3 headlands. And the other thing about 3 headlands is over here, it's sort of tied up against this fence and ditch. So I think by doing 3 headlands, I'll be a lot better off. And I'll be giving this guy plenty of room to turn as he's going in there. So we'll go ahead and set that field up. And one of the things I didn't do in the last video that I need to do is start recording the courses that I use so that I can redo them all the time. So we're going to go ahead and record this course. And, oops, I clicked in the box. So this one is field 37. There we go. And we just need to add on to the end of that field 37 slurry refill. And again, to do this, we're just going to use the solid folder here, and that adds that course in as the one that we'll use as the refill course. A couple adjustments I want to make sure I've got going on here. That's fine. That's fine. All that's good. This is where I want to be. Turning circle. I'm going to shallow that up a little bit to about 9 meters. That way to make tighter turns down here at the end of the field. I want to make sure that turn on field is deactivated because I don't want it, you know, doing the whole backup maneuver. We talked about that the last time. That should be good. So if I set this to go to the first waypoint and hit drive, it should take off and do its thing because it is full of slurry already. And that's about halfway full. Yep. It went a little bit too far there, but that's all right. So we'll let that spray. Meanwhile, we're going to go grab the semi and record the route for it. Now, if you missed the last video we did, which was last week, if you missed the last video, one of the things that we did here was I recorded a load point, so I can always use the same load point every time. And we're going to merge that to the path that we record back to the field. Now, I know that load point, when I set it up and I recorded it, I set it to end right here at this 4x4. So I know that's the end of that route. So when I record the route that's going out to the field, I just need to start with the semi just in front of that. So I'm going to use the center of this gate just as a good gauge, or I could use the front of that 4x4 there as a good gauge. But that's where I'm going to start at to record this. And I'm just going to record a new course. And we'll record a course going out to the field and back, but we won't record the whole backing end of the slurry because we already have that recorded, and all we'll do is just add that to the end of this course, or merge it to the end of the course when we set it up to be automated. And it will work a whole lot better for us. Anyways, let's get this off the screen. We don't need it for a while. We got a long run to drive. So welcome back to the farm. As I said, I don't have any plans to stop doing this. I do intend to continue to do the single player. So why haven't I done any? I kind of took a break from recording just because my internet's been messed up. And as I said, I talked about it a little bit earlier. My cable started going out just every afternoon around 4 o'clock, 4:30. And it started causing more issues. And it sounds like a broken record, right? Because it happens all the time. And I got some MediaCom guys to come out and work on it and thought it was fixed, and it wasn't. Had some more issues with it. And it got to the point where it was out a lot. And my backup is a DSL connection. But DSL is just not that great. I mean, it's good if it's all you got, but it's not that great. Especially when you do what I do. I can't live stream with it because I don't have the uplink to really do it. Because I don't get but about a meg up with my DSL service. And that's just not much at all. So it's certainly not enough to do the live streams on. But even uploading the recorded videos, it's a hindrance because with my new setup and the way I'm doing everything now, I'm recording 60 frames per second, 1080p, and when those files are rendered up, they're pretty big. And you know, on cable it takes an hour and a half or so to upload it. On DSL it takes half a day, and I'm just not willing to go through that. It's just too much stress, especially trying to get a couple of videos out. I mean, one video alone is enough. Trying to get 2 videos a day out, it just, you know, wouldn't be worth it. And then plus, when I upload on my DSL, you pretty much kill the DSL in the house for everybody else, and including yourself. I mean, if you want to watch some videos and stuff while you're uploading a movie, it's get ready to buffer. especially if somebody else is on the internet at the same time. So I pretty much just say, you know what, I'm going to take a couple of days and just, until they get it fixed, I'm going to take a couple of days and just relax. At that point, we had wiped the 7 Days to Die server as well. And, you know, I had a fresh start on it. So I just said, you know, I'm going to play some 7 Days to Die and take a break from recording videos. So I hope you guys understand that. But during that time, the channel's grown and grown and grown. And to the point that we've hit 40,000 subscribers to the channel. So today's video is a little bit about saying thank you. Thank you so much for the support that you've given the channel over the years. For those who've been with me for a really long time. As well as all the new folks who have come aboard just recently. Whether it's been because of Farm Sim or because of Car Mechanic Simulator. Thank you. Thank you so very much. And of course that means, if you've been around for a while, it means it is Viewer Appreciation Week. So we're going to do some giveaways this week of some of the games that we play. And we started in the live stream Tuesday night when we were doing Farm Sim. And we're going to continue throughout the week. I announced in a recorded video for Car Mechanic Simulator on Tuesday a giveaway for Car Mechanic Simulator. And today I'm just going to let you guys know that we're also going to do some Farm Sim giveaways this week. Both in the live stream as well as in these recorded videos. And it's going to be a real simple thing. It's the same way I do them every time. Basically, I want you guys to comment in the video down below. And just say something to the effect of, hey, congrats on 40K. Enter me to win Farm Sim DLC. Now, as far as the DLC that I'm going to give away, I'm not going to limit you to what you want. I'm going to let you choose what you want as far as a giveaway. If you need a copy of the Farm Sim DLC, the expansion DLC Platinum that's coming up November the 14th, you can go ahead and if you win, you can tell me that that's what you want. If you'd prefer to get the Big Bud DLC, you can have that. If you want the Coon DLC, you can have the Coon DLC. It'll be up to you. The winner's choice is basically going to be the way this works. As I try to give back to you guys and say thanks for your support. I highly expect it'll be, you know, most everybody wanting the expansion, but maybe you've already bought the expansion, you've already got it, and you're thinking, well, I'm not going to enter because I've already got it. But you don't have Big Bud or you don't have the Coon DLC. This will be your chance to pick one of those up as well. So just go ahead, enter down below, do the whole congrats on 40K, and at the end of that, just say enter me to win a Farm Sim DLC. And come Monday, I will put everybody's name in a hat, draw it out, and I will announce the winner on Monday. The way I will do it is I will come back to this video and all of the entries that are in this video, and I will find the person who wins. I'll find your name, and then I will comment on that to let you know you win, so you can contact me through Discord. And then I'll also do a video on Monday just announcing the winners as well. So good luck to everybody. Of course, that's not the only way you can win this week. You can join us in the live streams over on Twitch, where we'll be giving away some of the games over there as well. Twitch is honestly the easiest way for me to give games away because it's more personal. I'm actually, you know, instantly communicating with you and everything. It's kind of hard to give them away in these videos. I've got to find a better way. I got to find a service or something that allows you guys to give me an email address or something. That way I can reach out and touch to you via email or something to announce the winner. Believe it or not, I actually in the 30K giveaways, I actually had somebody try to fake it and try to claim a prize that they didn't deserve, or that they hadn't won. Not that they don't deserve it, but it wasn't their name that I drew out. Kind of sad. But I have my ways of figuring things out. I ain't too stupid. However, it also, there's issues with people maybe not realizing they won. The last Farm Sim giveaway we did of the Platinum DLC, one of the folks that won actually never claimed their prize. They, you know, I announced it in the video, as well as I commented on their entry, but they never got back with me, so I never was able to give them their prize. So if you do enter today, make sure on Monday you check back to see if you were the winner. Just take a quick moment to look at your comment on the video and see if you got it, or look and see if you get a notification where I commented on your comment on the video. Either way, you'll know if you won or not. But I appreciate everybody with all your support for the channel. Thank you for helping me get to 40K. And hope we move on up to 50K. You can help me out. Just share the video with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Of course, if you enjoy the videos, like them. And encourage others to subscribe to the channel. And we'll continue the whole giveaway thing every time we hit a milestone. You know, we'll try to do some giveaways every time we hit like another 1,000 or something. As long as it's not every other day we're hitting 1,000. But you know, if I hit 1,000 subscribers every 2 days, we may not do the giveaways, but you know, every 10,000 you can bet your house payment or whatever that I'm gonna give away something. Because when I started out, I had no expectations of this channel growing into anything, and it's just turned into something pretty cool. But yeah, join us for the live streams this week. We'll be doing, today's Thursday, so tonight we'll be doing a little 7 Days to Die with Casket Man 20. I may get started a little bit early today and play something else right before that. But definitely we're going to do 7 Days to Die tonight. Even though we're playing 7 Days to Die, I'm going to give away the option to win one of whatever. So in the giveaways during 7 Days to Die, you'll have the option to win 7 Days to Die, or Car Mechanic Simulator, or the Farm Sim DLC. Anything like that. If by some miraculous chance SCS put out New Mexico within the next few hours, I'd be giving away those like candy. But I don't expect that. Of course, now that I said that while I'm recording this, they're gonna drop it, which will be fine. You know, I'll look like an idiot, and that's okay. I'll pay that price just so that we can get some new content for ATS. Should do an ATS video this week, just going, it's never coming out, it's never coming out, they're never going to put it out, so that they can put it out right there right after I post that video. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my course right here at the end of this barn. If you remember, if you were in our last video, I started the recording for the refill course right there next to the fuel tank. So we want to start just short of, or stop just short of that, so that when we merge the two courses together, it just merges from right here. So that course is done. We'll save this. Clicked in the box again. All right, so we're at the dairy, and this is going to be Slurry to F37. There we go. All right, so with that course recorded, I'm just going to go ahead and take it out of here, so you guys can see how to do this right from when you very first start up, right? all I got to do is go over here to the little globe, and we're at the dairy. So we're going to look for dairy slurry to field 37, which is this one here. I'm going to hit the solid folder to load that course in. And because I want to merge the slurry refill course, which is the one that drives down here, backs in, fills up, and then drives out, I want to merge that to the end of this one. So I'm going to hit the plus sign here, and that will put that on the end. And if we go to the cog here and tell it to show the whole course, you'll see that now we have a full course here where we were stopping right here at the end of the barn. So that's all set up. We got everything set up so we refuel at the gas station when we're below 20%. That's good. Drive control, we'll leave the automatic. I'm not really worried about it having any problem getting in and out of the field like we had the last time. Drive on at 90%, start at 50%. Feel like I need to I think I need to lower that. I think I need to tell it to drive on at like 10% or 25%. Because it has been like dumping half a tank and then going back to the dairy. So let's have it go at 25%. When it fills up the tank and it's 25% left in here or less, then it'll come back over here. And that should be good. Now all we got to do is drive the course. So I have it start at the nearest waypoint. I'll just pull kind of over here to the right of this to make sure and hit drive course. And it went over to a different one. Because the nearest waypoint is up here at the gas tank. Come here. Get up here to it. There we go. Nearest waypoint is right there now. Drive course. Perfect. Now it's doing what it's supposed to do. And I know this course is going to work, but I'm just going to watch it anyways, just for giggles. Because again, we recorded this course in our last video. We tested it out with it and it worked flawless with field 37B. So there's no reason it won't work anymore with field 37. It's, you know, it's the same course. It's going to work the same every single time now. And we don't have to worry about recording a course each time we come over here to the dairy. If you missed how I did that, go back and watch last week's video where I did all of that, and I explained it in complete detail. And maybe it'll help you guys out if you run into a situation like this. All right, so that's going to fill up, do its thing. I'm going to turn that off, and I am going to go do something else. What's this guy doing? Spraying? Nice. All right, so this is where we're at over here. Pretty much where I left off the last time. When I left off with you guys, I went and did a couple of things and finished up the spraying, but I never did get back over here and do the plowing. So we're going to plow a little bit today. Get our field taken care of. All right, looking good. So now the course plays out of the way. We just plowing on. I'll probably finish plowing this field and then move right over to 37 and plow it as well. And then we'll get to where we can cultivate and we come back and seed. We're still waiting for the temperature to get up over 50 degrees. This field is going to be soybean, and then I've got field 24 already prepped and ready to receive corn. But if you've played seasons, you know I can't do that until the temperature gets up to 50 degrees. If you're playing, you know, metric, I think that's like 4 degrees, 10 degrees. I think you have to be 10 degrees in order to plant corn and soybean on on seasons in metric. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Not a whole lot. I updated GPS. Somebody in the live stream Tuesday night said something about GPS had been updated, and included something about something towards automated worker or whatever, helper, automated helper. So I thought maybe there was something new in it that gave you the ability to help hired help or something like that. But I don't see anything new in the GPS panel. But now they were saying there was a 5.2 out. I updated to 5.1, which is also the reason why I don't have my John Deere sounds in here. I have to re-put those into the GPS mod. I forgot to do it. But I'll get that done today. A little bit later on after we do the recording. Yeah, we had a good live stream Tuesday night. We worked on field 20, is it 29? Field 23. We had that planted in soybean, and it took 3.5 hours to harvest it. The fields in this game, on this particular map, are misleadingly large. They seem like they're really small fields when you look at the mini map, and I guess it's because it's a 4K map. But you look at it on the map and you think, oh, that field's not that big. And then you get into it and you realize, holy smokes, this field's huge. Yeah, it took us quite a bit of time to get that one planted in, or to get it. And looking back on it, like I started that field, I set that field up on a Saturday before a football game. I was actually sat around and cultivated and planted it, and it took quite a bit. I know that I think about it, it took quite a bit of time to do that then. So no wonder it took so long to get it done in the live stream for harvest. And that was with two combines. I started out by myself. And then a couple of people came on the server and we added a second combine in there, and it still took 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I think Friday night we're going to do potatoes on the multiplayer. I just haven't decided how much torture I'm going to do on the potatoes. Whether it's going to be 2 meters at a time, or whether I'm going to rent the Grimme and use it. The Grimme. We'll see. But yeah, our live streams for this week, if you can come join us, it'd be great. We're going to be doing 7 Days to Die tonight, Farm Sim on Friday night, and then Saturday I'll be on during the day doing some stuff. As Saturday night, my football team plays at 6:30, and so I won't be on while they're playing football. So I'll try to get up early on Saturday, get a live stream started, and do a little bit prior to the game. Oh, I gotta remember, there's a couple little spots in there on this field that I want to plow under using create fields so that I get rid of them. These little blemishes right here. Let's see if I can get rid of these real quick. Just hit Y. And whoop, that one's gone. And that one's gone. Excellent. All right. It's time to go a different direction because these little areas right here are a little too short. I gotta be careful because I've still got that create fields turned on. So I get these two little pieces right here. And turn it off. And raise up the plow. And don't drive down the hill. Oh no. Went a little too long in that. Ah, you bent your plow. My dad did that one time. On a set of disc. Turned, hit a tree, ripped a whole rung of them off. I was like, way to go, Dad. I just bought it. I had just delivered it to the field. And he met me over there and he's like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna go in there and pull it a little bit. Hit a tree, ripped the front rung. No, it was the rear rung. He caught the rear end on the side of a tree. Didn't realize he had done it, and the outside the weld on the outside post broke, where it goes down to the bearing, and he broke it right there. Spun it all the way around. I had to get a torch out, heat it up, bend it back into place, and then re-weld everything. Ooh, I got a little spot of mist up here I need to hit. I just kind of looked at him like, really? Really? I just bought this, you know? Well, what do you say? You can't really scold your old man for anything. You can't be like, would you pay more attention to what you're doing? Of course, that's what I would have gotten. If I had hit a tree and ripped the rear rung off of a disc, my dad would have looked at me, you know, he'd be like, boy, if you don't start paying more attention to what you're doing, I'm going to whip that butt. Today it would have been, stop texting, give me that phone. You need to be paying attention. How things get tore up. You're not paying attention to what you're doing. Oh man. All right, headed over here to the field. And we'll continue to plow a little bit. So yeah, I'm trying to get back in. The internet's been doing all right a couple of days. I'm trying to get back into a regular schedule. I'm going to try to get a couple of videos a day out, plus a live stream every day. And as far as what time the live streams start, it's really going to depend on how my recording schedules go. If I can get the recordings done at a decent time and get everything else in my personal life taken care of, then we'll start around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What's been happening though is usually around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, something comes up. Whether it's the internet going out or somebody needing me to go do something else, something usually gets in the way. And I don't make 4 o'clock. 6 at the latest though. 7 when, you know, at the latest on 7 days to die nights. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and the first row I moved way over to match the edge of the field up at the top. And then I'm gonna start on the inside row. I'm gonna do my headland on this field last. And we'll go that direction or go that route this time. We'll get a little bit of this field going I forgot to start my stopwatch, so I don't know how long I've been going. So I'm going to go a little bit longer on here. We'll plow a little bit of this field. Get it all set up before we shut her down for the day. And it might be getting a little bit long, so if this video goes a little bit long, it's because, well, you know, I don't know how long I've been recording. And unfortunately, I forgot to move my recording software over to the other monitor so I could see it. Doo-doo-doo! Failure. So yeah, be sure you enter the giveaway this week. Make sure you do that here before you end watching the video. If you've made it this long in the video, thank you. Thank you very much. I think my average viewership on a video is like 12 minutes. And I think a lot of that, though, is YouTube puts those numbers up for me, but I think they don't take into consideration a lot of stuff like people just, you know, who flip it on and watch maybe 20 seconds of it and they go, oh, well, I'm not really interested in that or whatever. Whereas there's a lot of people who watch it all the way to the end. This is not the row I want to be on. I need to go over 3 rows to get started. 1, 2, 3 rows. I just realized what I was going to do, so I'm going to instead of going up and down on each row progressively, I'm going to step up the field, where I come down the field once and then I'll come up 3 rows, go up the field, then I'll come back down on the inside there, and then I'll skip 2 rows, and that way I'll always be leaving myself a row to come back down the field as I go up the field. It just makes it a little bit easier for you on your turning radius. But doing it this way, I may catch little Slurry dude. Kind of thought he had plenty of time to get going and get way away from me. I figured by me having to do that other field that I might have to do, you know, make some changes there. Or by doing the other field, I figured I'd have more time, and that would get him time to get away from me, and I wouldn't run him over like I did in the last video. Basically, I had to sit and wait on him. Alright, so now, ooh, yeah, I turned a little late there. I would have clipped that fence. There we go. So now I can come up this row. When I get to the other end, I'll go up to 4th row and I'll come down it. And that will leave a space each time as I step up the field. Works out good that way. And then at the end, I'll come back and cut the headland. So last time we were on doing Farm Sim, I talked to you guys a little bit about the idea I had for starting another YouTube channel. I pretty much have nixed that idea. I would really like to be able to do videos on 7 Days to Die, as well as, you know, some first-person shooters and stuff. But I think I'm just going to stick with my Sims and do that and just play those games when I want to. And not worry about it, just enjoy those games and not worry about trying to record on them. All right, so take that one. This is the one we're gonna go up. There we go. Besides, I got plenty of games coming up that we're gonna play. I mean, we're gonna take a look at Real Farm, which is coming out in a couple of weeks. Gold Rush comes out in a couple of weeks. I'm supposed to be getting access to it this week, maybe next, but I haven't heard back from the developer or the publishers. They told me I'd get it this week, but I might not get it until next. If I don't, I'll just buy it when it comes out. But Gold Rush is coming out on the 20th, so we're going to start playing that. And then we also got Spin Tires Mud Runner coming out. We're going to be playing that towards the end of the month. And then, you know, at some point before I die, you know, SES is going to put out New Mexico. Maybe. That could just be an urban myth, like I said. They could just be teasing us with that, just so we don't feel bad about all the stuff they're doing for ETS. Which the funniest thing is there was a tweet Tuesday by one of the, on the SES Twitter account. They tweeted out something to the effect of, have fun, you know, to one of their employees. It was have fun, but don't forget you still have some coding duties to do. The ETS2 folks are starting to think you're neglecting them. What? Are you kidding me? Look, if you're an ETS2 person and you feel like you're neglected, come play ATS. Not only will you feel neglected, you'll feel forgotten. Neglected, forgotten, and unappreciated. And then you'll be insulted at some point when they go... My favorite is when they sort of announce that New Mexico was going into closed beta for people to test it. I like the little slap they took at everybody where they had to say, yeah, hey, we're going into closed beta with this. I'm sure that'll make everybody who's so impatiently been waiting happy, or something, you know, that'll be happy for those of us who have been impatiently waiting. You got to be kidding with that impatient crap. Don't insult me with that one. I think the ATS community has been plenty patient. And I think the SES is taking advantage of it. Little offended by that comment. But yeah, one would think that since they've had New Mexico now in closed beta for a month, you would think it would be, you know, due to be released at some point here. Most betas they run don't go a month. More than a month. Maybe a month and a half. But usually it's just a couple of weeks. So who knows? Maybe it'll be out soon. When it is, I will probably buy a few copies of it and give those away as well. For those who are so salty that they don't even want to buy it anymore. You can at least, you can take my gift and say, well, you know, since Moose gave it to me, I'll use it. But, you know, I wasn't going to buy it because I'm so ticked off at SCS right now. Anyways. Alright, so we got to be getting close to that hour mark on the video. So I'll probably continue to plow here a bit and work on getting this field done. When we come back, we'll be cultivating, getting the field ready for a nice seed bed. And then hopefully we'll be close to getting to day 4, and hopefully on day 4 the temp will be up a little bit. I've not played with this Midwest Geo before, so I'm not really sure what the temperature range is. I would assume that it would get up to 50 degrees prior to summer, whereas if you're playing on the standard seasons Geo, you usually don't get up to temperature until the first day of summer. So I'm going to assume that probably day 4 we get to plant. Hopefully so, because we ain't got nothing else to do until then. And I'm not going to throw forestry equipment on the map just yet. So let's not hit another tree. Just about caught him too. It's a good time to wrap things up, because I may have to sit for a little while and just let him go run across the field. Ooh, don't hit it. Oh, just missed it. Excellent. Alright, so don't forget to enter in our drawing. As I said, just leave a comment down below, say something to the effect of congrats on 40K, and enter me to win a Farm Sim DLC. And if you haven't already, go back and watch Tuesday's 1957 Nomad video, where I announced the Car Mechanic Simulator giveaway. And if you want to win yourself a copy of Car Mechanic Simulator, go watch that. It'll tell you what to put into there to be in the drawing for that. And come join us for a live stream for another chance to win this week, alright? And like I said, tonight we'll do 7 Days to Die. Tomorrow night will be Farming Friday. Might do some single player for a little bit, then some multiplayer. I don't know. We'll mix it up a little bit. And Saturday, I got no idea what I'll play, but we'll play something Saturday during the day. Okay. Thanks for being with us today, everybody. And once again, thanks so much for all your support, helping the channel grow. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy the videos, make sure you hit the like button each time. It really helps me out. Share the video with your friends. Comment. While I don't respond to all of them, I do read them. And, you know, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. Try to do new videos each day. And live streams in the evening on Twitch. Alright guys, until the next time, stay safe, have yourself a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.